Greetings from jolly old England. Dear Ned, greetings.
Let's make sure it picks it up. We're gonna try and do Nancy Drew today. Oh no, please pick it up. Let's see. Hi! Hi, Michaela. I'm trying to get it to pick it up, that way we can do this. Properties. Hopefully I can get it to pick it up. Streamlabs is not wanting to register the game. Hi, Eden! Hello! How are you, Stunner? Come on, Streamlabs. Paul is letting you try to bond a third guinea pig. What do you mean letting you? Obviously you're in control of the house. Eden is implanted with child. Eden, are you preggy? Are you preggy, Eden? Can we just do this? I really wish it would let me like pause the screen so that way I could embiggen it. I have no idea how to get this to work. It is, you are! Congratulations, Eden! I think we knew it was gonna happen. That is fantastic. Are you excited, my dear?
Welcome to my latest case.
That's
The
so
Curse of
frustrating.
Blackmore.
I cannot get it to...
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Dear...
I cannot get it to capture for some reason. You can't wait to dress it. Eden says yes. She's fixing her laptop so she can take back to me. Yay! Well, hello there. Yeah, maybe I'll figure out how to get this to work. That would be nice. I can't get the game. Well, I can't pause the game either. Like, it won't let me exit out of it on Steam to, like, come over and adjust my stuff. So maybe we can figure this out. Ah, that's so frustrating. It just makes it like a small little screen. I don't know what to do. I am not smart enough to fix this. Oh, Paul, look. It like won't let me pause the like shift tab to go back to a different thing, and it doesn't have a thing to like do it in Windows mode. Try F11. Hi, Katie. Sorry, we're trying to figure this out. I'm trying to show the Nancy Drew game, but OBS is not wanting to pick it up for some reason. And I am not particularly intelligent, so figuring this out is a test of all the wrinkles in my brain. Hi, Daisy. You can't help with OBS? I don't think anybody can help with OBS. I don't think OBS can help with OBS. Google. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Freeze. I did explain to some of those that really like Nancy Drew that we kind of go over how best to set up the older games, the midway games into the newer games, specifically on OBS. That's the software that we use. We actually use OBS.
I can't get Streamlabs to pick up the game I'm trying to play. And I can't like shift tab on the game once it's loaded to pull over and adjust. I can only exit out of the game. So I'm watching a video to try and figure it out.
At least through OBS 23.1.0. So this is Hail Monkey Man.
Hello, I'm the brains behind this operation that you know as Mrs. Freeze. I know, I'm super enthusiastic and awesome. Anyway,
Try, go to settings, video.
games, they are formatted to
Whoa, in the settings, is there full screen? There's no settings in the game.
resolution and operating systems, all the different
Like the settings in the game are only for volume. There's nothing for like the resolution or the like graphics or anything.
Haunted Mansion, Nancy Drew. My wife really, really likes Nancy Drew. So, common issue is that this is
Oh, damn it. Leave it to me to fuck stuff up.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
you might have is that, oh, okay, well, I can just take the original display cap. Well,
Yeah.
you're using the display cap for OBS, not game cap, because it just finds it easier. So it'll capture whatever's on your screen. But I'll just take that and I'll just expand it, or I'll just cut it down, get rid of all this black space. Well, the black space is actually just making up for the negative resolution that you cannot find because it is an older game. So it is actually stuck inside of this. And so if you tried to crop it down, like try to get rid of that just, manually, you're actually just cutting into all of this. And so you actually see less and less of this picture until it just kind of eats out of existence. Alright, so with your display cap, what you'll be doing, right now we're recording, so the option will be grayed out, but right click, you go to resize output source, or it says source size. It's a little bit blue, so I want to make sure.
Resize output source? Oh god, guys, I'm too dumb for this. I know, yeah. I don't have that thing.
We're just over it. So, what this does is that whatever, or it says source size, it's the play cap, what you'll be doing. Right now we're recording, so the option will be grayed out, but right click, you go to resize output source.
I don't have that. We may have to do something else until I can figure this out. That's so frustrating. Okay, so I would have to use not Streamlabs OBS, but just OBS. Okay, give me a sec while I figure something out. Hold on. All right. So the older one, because the older ones didn't believe in resolution, because it was like that came out in like the beginning of the internet. So we couldn't do that one. But I had this other one. So it's a newer one. So that should work. Hey, Pasta, we're just struggling. Woman in STEM. What? I don't know what that means. I'm trying. I'm very dumb, okay? This is the best I can do for you. Tutorials on. Yes. Alright, so we're playing Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. I need to update my shit then. No. Oh, have you played this one? Midnight in Salem. Update. Very good. This one's fun. Yay! Okay, cool. Well, let's do this then. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm sorry. Amateur. Let's be real. You won't spoil anything. You haven't really started. You're excited.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far.
Yay! Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb.
Relic while I'm here. The Book of Apologies.
Pet him. Chairman
which
needs
dates
attention.
back to the
He left. He's
17th
fine.
century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosaic
Hello,
Castle to
Pasta.
retrieve it before I head back to
You
the
got
city.
here just in time.
It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
Ever yours, Nancy.
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although, I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have. From the other side of this door.
Bruh, at me though.
I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Alright, we in? Oh.
What a wonderful view.
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell.
Lovely.
Mosaic Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history. The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually.
Alrighty, Kayla, since you've played this one,
Judge Sewell willed his personal
backseating is allowed. When I am stuck, help me, or we will be here
For
forever.
a mere historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no. I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier?
I
in
better
there?
be in expert mode.
Well,
No.
Let's
The
just
desk
say
part is super annoying. I'm not in expert mode. I'm in amateur mode, baby.
They definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one. But they are non-corporeal by definition.
There we go.
There really isn't much here.
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
Ma'ams, can I snoop around? Or...
Hard to tell how far up we
Oh, my B. But also, I don't
Earliest
care.
will live for time.
Sorry to we're talking so much.
The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft.
Woohoo!
It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Oh god. Show text. Second question. Malleus Maleficarum. The judge should act as follows in the continuation of the torture. First, he should bear in mind that just as the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, but there are various and distinct salves for each several member. So not all heretics or those accused of heresy are to be subjected to the same method of questioning, examination, and torture as to the charges laid against them, but various and different means are to be employed according to their various natures and persons. Now a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs, and mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy, but a prudent judge will not consider it safe to bind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with a witch's power of taciturnity and whose silence he is unable to overcome. For if the sons of darkness were to become accustomed to one general rule, they would provide means of evading it as well as a well-known snare set for their destruction. Okay.
Is this Judge Sewell's desk?
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Was there something over here as well?
You said Judge Sewell was a pious man.
Yes. He believed in the healing powers of the good book. Of course, the Bible was also used to justify executing people.
Depends on who's reading it. It's often misinterpreted. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Sounds like a man full of regret.
Oh, wait. Ah, cool. I see there's anything in the back.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
Well, I don't know. I
do
just got
regret to
here.
write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Dear Abigail Hawthorne Woodley, I do regret to write you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly, I have cried for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience clean. Of recent years, I have been sent punishments only attributable to godly wrath. Same, bro. 2 of our daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well, and our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I am writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I have helped to create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. With regret, Judge Samuel Sewell.
What does this mean?
Oh!
Locked.
My thingy has a thingy. Search the desk, find a book of apologies. Oh, I can call people. Okay, that's right. Back it up. Oh! Click the right mouse button on the inventory item to inspect it. Oh my god, guys. This is so complex. Ha!
What a clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth.
I'm so intelligent. Nicolas Cage, who? So we gotta move this cubey-to-do over there. Boom!
Easy.
I'm brilliant.
I found it. It's here.
What? Really?
Really? You couldn't find that?
Locked behind some sort of cage, though. The lock says A.W. Any
It's my
ideas?
favorite root beer place.
W? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might
Yes,
be able to
Daisy.
set it free. In my
Yes,
shop.
Daisy,
I'll
you come
go.
to say
Meet me
hello.
there.
Where is that? Hey, wait for me. The Book of Apologies.
Yeah, take it.
Locked.
Take it. Take the
Book of
whole
Apologies
goddamn book.
locked.
Take the whole gosh dilly darn book, you crazy coot.
Nancy! This way!
Which way?
Where is that? Dr. Hurst?
Hello?
Nancy Drew.
Deirdre.
It's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre? Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth? Elizabeth!
Woo!
Hey! What are you doing? What?
Rude!
They took the book!
Out the window! Oh fuck, a chase sequence? Oh, thank God.
Stop! Stop running!
Whoa, parkour, Nancy. Oh! Boom. I'm coming for you. Oh, no, not that way. Turn around, boy. This way. Onward.
Gotta move slowly.
And talk while I'm trying to be sneakies. Boy, you didn't run very far.
Come on. No, no, no!
Big sneaky.
Gotta figure out which way they went.
There must be a clue here. First class, Vienna International Airport, Boston International Airport. Ooh.
A
They're heading to
ticket
Boston. I'll take that key back.
W. Same as the desk. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
You know where I am right now? Salem.
Salem. As in, witch trial Salem?
Obvi.
Obvi.
Come on, Drew. My cousin has... Oh, she's gotten into some trouble here.
Oh.
And I thought I could help her out. But it turns out the situation is much more complicated than I anticipated.
It always is.
Now, I'm calling you to ask for some... guidance.
Yes.
You want my help?
Ugh,
Obvi
yes, Don't
pasta.
make this more painful.
Don't make
I
this more
just want
painful.
your Professional opinion, okay?
Okay.
Well,
I am pretty brilliant.
It so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem. And I was never a big believer in coincidences.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
Damn!
You're welcome.
That's how you're gonna talk
think
to
it
a
might even be
professional
fun.
whose help you
So,
need?
This is so the worst idea I've ever had.
You're that crazy,
Go to
Daisy.
the airport.
Alright, we're going on a trip. We're to Salem. Deirdre kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
Here, Drew.
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Might have crossed my mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, she looks like a bad bitch, though.
No promises.
Where were you, by the way?
Italy.
Austria.
Did I
Austria.
interrupt a vacation with Ned?
Didn't you bring me here to help with a case?
Yes, I did. And that's it.
A fire? Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out.
No shit.
Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
Yes, ma'am. Goddamn.
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre. And in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
You know, respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too...
To what?
You.
You. You're a question machine.
That's true. Nancy's
This
kind of nosy.
requires gentle handling.
She's a bit of a Snoopy Doob.
And that's been your approach.
Well, like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
Got him. Why don't we start with your
Why
extended
don't
family?
we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay?
You know, it makes
And
me
now May is
uncomfortable how her
suspected of
mouth
committing
moves with the
arson
words.
on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
Okay. What can you tell me about May?
Tell me about May.
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times. Sometimes she can even sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff.
She's a
difficult times
witch!
as a kid.
Burn her!
Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
What does Tegan think about
What
this?
does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
One more question.
One more question.
I had to have
What
a
can you
thing for
tell
that,
me
just for
about
that.
this historic mansion.
It's called the Hathorn House, and it's old. Like, really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Woo!
What's significant about it?
Well, yeah, a lot
A
of
lot of things.
But one that's kinda why you're here.
Which is why.
The Hathorn House is haunted.
Perry House. Periwinkle.
What do you mean, haunted?
We're still talking.
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre.
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them.
Yeah, sure.
So, would you please get out of my car and come inside?
Look at the pumpkins. Got a classic boy, and we
If
got
we're
a
going
spicy
to
boy
work
over here.
side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
You must be Nancy. Thank you so much for coming. You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Tegan Perry. Welcome to my home. Well, our home, although right now my parents are literally on safari in Namibia, so while their daughter is being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, I'm taking
Parenting
care
at
of
its
them.
finest.
They'll be home soon.
Eden, take notes. This is what not to do.
A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch. I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry, you're bunking with May. Make yourself
I
Oh,
get my
I almost
own
forgot.
room.
After you girls
Stinky.
get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you
Ravencroft,
believe all
the
kinds
witch's
of
ghost,
nonsense about
Scooby-Doo,
the
anyone?
Full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
Thanks, Tegan. I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Eyes.
We just got here.
Sorry, I know you're in a rush. It would really help.
Of course, I have time for one question, if it'll help.
You just watched that? Yeah. One question. Do you mind introducing me to May? Introducing me
Do
to
you
May.
mind introducing me to May?
Sure. What do you want to ask her?
Well, I'd like to start with what she was doing on the night that the arson
That's a
took
classic
place.
one. That's my dad and I's. One of my dad and
May
I's
hasn't had an
favorites.
easy
It is
one.
his all-time favorite. But.
Not easy in what way? I don't want to be insensitive. I'm just trying to understand why she'd be seen as a suspect because of her past.
An accident happened when she was younger, and you might want to ask about it when you see her. Don't. You'll only upset her. She's not very forthcoming with strangers, and people tend to judge on appearances. You understand?
I understand completely. So she trusts you, right?
Yes.
So, did she tell you what
Yo,
she was
Deidre.
doing on that night?
Those eyes,
No.
though.
But she's innocent. I know.
Okay. But how do you know?
She's my sister. I just know, all right? Sorry. Things have been stressful around here. I really do appreciate your help. Okay. Bye.
You jerk. Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the, Look, I didn't want to bother you. How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No,
That's
you
my.
haven't.
I don't get it. Why are we judging her on her
Hey, at least you
appearances?
got
She
me to
looks
get off
lovely and
your butt
normal.
and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about. Nancy Drew.
Nice to meet you. Oh,
Okay.
she really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult. Any advice?
Do better? I'll be in the kitchen.
Thank you. That's helpful, ma'am. Love you too. Robbery, what are you okay? I'm fine. Love you too. Oh, so sweet. Nobody looks normal. They all got like wild eyes. Love you, kiddo. Talk later. Okay. Pictures. Camera. Can I just call people? Hey, looky, I've got her saved to my phone. Sup, bitch? We just met. Huh.
Oops, wrong door. The guest room is at the end of the hall.
No snooping yet.
Huh.
Tegan's photo.
Huh?
Huh? It's a candle, my dear.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I
Look around the house.
Oh, you're so weird.
Looks like her bangs are
I'm done
covering
talking,
something.
okay?
Okay, we can chat later.
Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a bit of stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
That's what I always say.
Deirdre's convertible. Looks strikingly familiar.
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
Yes, ma'am. What were you actually doing before you picked me up from?
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer?
Exposed.
Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And?
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Exposed.
So I went to check out the Hathorn house myself. But I never went inside.
Good call.
Ghost?
Spookables.
No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy.
It happens.
And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
Well, whatever or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn House estate. I found his office, but he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
I know him. Not well, but enough to get through his door and have a conversation.
Alright, are we going into town or what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by burning down a house? Insurance claim, maybe?
Possibly.
Or to get rid of a curse.
Motive and opportunity. We need to start interviewing to see if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your experience?
It's usually something much more personal. This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real witch of Salem?
Yeah, I do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew.
What's the bathtub tracker?
Olivia steals Tegan's visitors, sounds
I don't know, man.
like. You really want
We'll have to
this
hit
down
40
to-
subs to find out. I don't know.
Side by side.
If you know some rich people, or
It does sound more fun than the museum.
you know, you got wealthy contacts, just send them on over here. Yep. Ned!
Hi.
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry, I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case,
What is
huh?
this? Haley, what's the game? I'm playing Nancy Drew.
Life's too short to be working all the time.
This doesn't work for me.
It's a mystery game, so Chad is gonna help me out because I have smooth brain.
Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was...
Who's the bimbo? Whoa! Hi there. No, Jesus Christ! She's just right there. Jesus, no. Get in the car. It's not weird. It's a fun little mystery game. Or weird that I have smooth brain. Because it's been like that since I was born. Boop. Hey Nancy, Deirdre gave me your number. Sorry about before, I was stressed. Don't worry about it. Thanks for getting in contact. Where can I find the museum? Oh, you're so welcome to come by. We're on the opposite side of town square from the courthouse. Just turn right and go past the old cemetery. You can't miss it. Thanks, I'll stop by. Great.
Visitors, by now you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are
She's a
real.
street magician?
They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see.
Ma'am, if you want people to take you seriously, this garb may not have been the best
Mystery.
choice.
Magic. Most exist
I mean, you
now
look stunning.
only in
Just a
secret,
suggestion.
and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool. Hey, that blue splody stuff. She's got blue splody stuff.
If you are interested in
It's
the
Olivia,
real
case
history
closed.
of the
Book 'em,
witches,
Dano.
I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in
She's
town.
got access to costumes. She's a witch believer, and she's got blue smokety smoke. Tackle her, take her down. She's the one.
Some kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
None of your fucking business, Deidre.
You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigation?
Yeah, Nance, how much money do you make?
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
I want to investigate this candle, because Nancy finds candles fascinating.
Fire at Hathorn House. We all know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
Nancy Drew is loaded, confirmed. I know, right? Like, fucking rich. She says, "Come forth" in the most uncomfortable way. I know, like, it feels like a stick up. Like the FBI is gonna come squealing around the corner in their cars. Tell me to put my hands up. She's up to some shady. You a sus boy. I don't want to talk to you yet. No, Deidre, son of a criminy.
Darn, missed the opening hours. Better luck tomorrow.
Tea! What are we up to? Another candle.
That group is really chanting up a storm. What has them so angry?
Whoa, Deidre, Jesus. False judgment, false claim. Alicia Cole. Who are we trying to get to? Phone. Judge Danforth. Okay. Judge Doodah is over yonder. Do I want to go snoopity snooping a little though?
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, sorry to bother you, but we were looking for Judge Danforth's office.
Just across the hall. Why? What did you two girls do?
We didn't do.
I'm kidding. Alicia Cole, Esquire.
Ooh.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nancy Drew, and this is Deirdre Shannon. You're a lawyer.
Salem's best. The only practicing lawyer in the historic town limits, if you could believe it. And if you girls were in any
Hashtag
trouble,
fierce.
no
Hashtag
problem
girl
representing
boss.
you. You both have that innocent look. Juries love it.
So you're saying we could get away with a crime?
We?
No? Partners in crime?
No,
Sorry to
Deirdre.
bother you, Miss Cole. We'll check in with the judge. Have a good evening.
But may I say you're stunning. You know anything about the suspicious amount of candles around here? That went in. You fucking. I wish you wouldn't.
That group is really chanting up a storm.
They're really chanting up a storm. There we go. Doink, a doink, a doink.
You'd really become my enemy if I committed a crime?
Sorry. You shouldn't joke about that.
Oh,
Why?
Nance.
You gonna arrest me?
No, but I'd call the police to report you. I'd also
Nancy.
recommend you a decent lawyer. Because I'm an excellent witness for the prosecution.
Wow.
I'm a lawyer's daughter, Deirdre.
Yep, lawyer's daughter. Daddy pays for her trips, you think?
Judge Danforth.
Yeah. Hello. Ted? Is that you?
Do I sound like a man?
Ted?
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew. I think you've spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew? Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating the arson of the Hathorn house.
Ah, yes, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office and I need some help getting out.
Sir, are you naked? Don't talk about that. I've got apologies. Do you know where I can find a key to your office?
Where I could find a key to your office?
Yes, I believe I gave a copy of the key to Alicia Cole as backup. She's just down the hall. I hope she's still here.
Look at those eyes! Ew, they're so big. Alicia, we're back. Do you have a key?
Yes, can I help you?
He said you might have a key.
Sorry, I gave him my spare. Unbelievable. Does this ever end?
Oh, well then. Do you have a paperclip?
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, what business do you two have with the judge?
Actually, I do mind you asking.
Helping the judge with a case.
Nancy all
Anything
against
I can
crime
assist
is like,
with?
hey, do you have a paperclip? I can pick the
But I
lock
think we
then.
got it. No need for a lawyer. At least, not yet.
I'm coming! Boom. Boom.
Judge Danforth? I couldn't find your key.
What? Alicia said she'd keep a copy for me.
She said she'd
Well,
give it to you.
I did find a paperclip. I think I can pick your lock, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Minigame. Lock-picking
Shouldn't
minigame.
be too much of a challenge.
Okay. Feel for the pin that gives resistance. Release when the pin lock is in place. So this is the one that gives the most resistance. Release when the pin locks in place. Oh, fudge me, Nick. Not so against crime, Nancy.
Efficient. How'd you learn to do that, actually?
Online video tutorial.
Someday you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Someday.
Deidre and Nancy are gonna fall in love. Sup, boy?
Ah, those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot. You know,
Also, why is your office
town
locked?
used to be
Well,
a quiet place.
no, that checks out.
Seems
Never- Ignore
lately
me.
There's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key. Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell you about the time we won 4th place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta? You see, at the time I had 20/10 vision, so I was the navigator and...
Judge, this is Deirdre Shannon.
There's a series of books that are a parody of Nancy Drew, which feature a mystery. Feature a mystery-solving teen lesbian named Nancy Clue. That is important information. I have to look into that, Katie.
Look, I'm really busy dealing with this Hathorn House business. Being a judge is not as simple as, you know, investigating during your free time.
Well, we just used our free time to unlock your door. So
Thank
I'm
you,
sure
Deirdre.
you'll be willing to repay us with some answers to our questions.
Or I can head back out and relock it, bitch.
Yes, of course. What can I help you girls with?
Okay. Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn? I was told the burning of the Hathorn is suspected. Talk to you later.
Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn House?
Well, yes. The house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course, was one of the 3 judges that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Frances Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair. She was alone, except for a part-time caregiver, Lauren Holt, who had a bedroom in the carriage house. A few months ago, Frances Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir. According to the historical statutes of Salem, after 90 days, the house reverts to public property, the deadline of which is 2 days from now, at midnight.
I was told that the burning of Hathorn House is suspected to be a case of arson. How did the police come to that conclusion?
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant. Thankfully, Mrs. Tuttle never had to see what became of her home.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism? 3 out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person in all of Salem who has a history of fire-related crime.
So, there is no evidence.
Not yet, but there will.
Got him.
You don't need evidence. She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
Is that what she said?
No, I'm saying it.
She has a history with this sort of thing.
What's May's motive? What does she gain by burning down the Hathorn house?
You'd have to ask her. And while you're at it, you can ask about her alibi, which she refused to give to the police. So, any other questions?
So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it?
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right.
I know, this dude mad sus, isn't he,
Had
Pasta?
I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson and asked for his help.
I've done plenty of work for my father. Trust me. I can handle myself.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
So, I've already heard some stories.
Ew.
But would you mind giving me your version of why the book is important?
Yes, so Judge Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to
Okay,
their families
Daisy.
and clear their names.
Okay.
Passed away before he could do so.
Going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group. AW as in accused witches.
Don't you think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect before any evidence links her to the crime?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
What are you saying? What do you mean there should be evidence?
There was no evidence against May. Yet you were saying that she did it. As a judge, I think you would be the first to admit that sounds prejudicial.
It is
Boom.
not just me, Miss True. There are plenty of people
Dunk
who
on
believe
him.
that May is responsible for this crime. It is not prejudice when she is the only likely suspect.
Actually, that is the definition of prejudice.
I'm not going to have this debate with you. Is there anything else?
One more thing.
So, how did Frances Tuttle pass away exactly?
The woman was 88 years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural causes.
So they never
88. That's such a long
investigated
time to
Lauren
be
Holt.
alive.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate
Clock me out at
someone,
50,
young
boy.
lady.
We'd like to speak with her all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer we do not know. You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions. She might be willing to talk to you.
Does she own the tea shop? I want some tea. Talk to you later.
Miss True, before you go, there is something else I need your help with.
You're not locked out of your car, are you?
Oh, no. There was an incident here recently. Someone broke into the evidence room.
That feels problematic.
Have you called the police?
Well, no, not yet. I don't think anything was taken. Never mind. I'll call the police. Thank you for your time.
Whoa, mad sus. Having a little nosy, a little snooping. Deirdre, my God, must you be right there up my grundle. This way. This person is standing here rather sussly.
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
Yo, that sounds like her thing was recorded from, like, they were walking down like a Costco aisle and they took her into a metallic bathroom and they said, read your line.
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
Such trash audio. Listen.
Fire at Hathorn House. We all know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
May Perry. You don't think she'd do it again, do you? She was so young.
Wouldn't surprise me.
She's actually an alien in a suit. Deadass. That's how she sounded. She sounded so uncertain of language.
Well, with her history, she's bound to already be in the sights of the neighborhood watch. So we'll find out soon enough.
My thoughts exactly.
Ma'am, most of the people have their signs over that way. You may wanna hop on over. Wanna do a little snooping.
It's locked.
Maybe we can learn something about the town. Might help May's case.
I did not mean to engage in a conversation with you, ma'am. Ugh.
The figure of a Puritan woman accused of being a witch. These were ordinary people, just like anyone else. The figure of a Puritan woman. Closed off. Looks like they're preparing a new installation.
Hey,
Hi, baby.
sorry about the mess. We're in
The
the middle of
mess?
installing a big showcase. So what have you seen in town so far?
We decided to do the Real Witches tour.
Oh, you talked to Olivia.
What's with her getup? Witch? Street magician, maybe?
Everyone has to make a living. Is she telling the story about a coven living here in the recent past?
The
Yeah.
recent past.
Why?
Just bad taste.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I want to see more of the town, and finding out a place's old superstitions is kind of a habit I've gotten into. I'm excited to look around the museum.
Of course.
Okay. Ooh. What size punk? What type of pumpkin do I want? I like that one. I want dozens. Daisy, look how cute he is.
This looks great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
Daisy! Daisy, let's not do that. Shh. No woofing. No woofing. It's past the woofing hour. Okay, we're gonna keep woofing. Woof. By Professor Beatrice Hotchkiss, The Salem of Yesterday. Roger Conant founded Salem in 1626 as a colonial town, which was first called Namkig, for the settlement's location at the mouth of the Namkig River. The settlers wanted to call it Salem, inspired by the Hebrew word for peace. Despite the peaceful beginnings as a settlement of immigrants, Salem is best remembered for the witch trials of the 17th century, the deadliest witch hunt in American history. England had their own witch trials also in the 17th century and had passed a Witchcraft Act, making it the law to put anyone who practiced witchcraft to be put to death. The settlers knew about the dangers of witchcraft through their own histories, but history still repeated itself. From 1692 until 1693, over 200 were accused. The Court of Oyer and Terminer were established by Governor William Phipps to interrogate those accused of the work of the devil, witchcraft. Phipps and his active deputy governor, Thomas Danforth, both men of position and wealth appointed judges to preside over the trials. One of the harshest judges on the accused was the rich and powerful magistrate, Judge John Hathorne. Hathorne's examinations and interrogations relied on spectral evidence, and it has been noted in history that he often judged with an assumption of guilt. Sounds familiar. Many believe the accusers often gained in wealth and land rights from their accusations, and sentencing was solely based on only on spectral evidence. After the dark period of the trials, laws were changed, and Salem's shipping and merchant economy grew. The settlement became a place of assembly for officials during the War of Independence. Many luminaries hailed from Salem, including noted author Nathaniel Hawthorne, born in 1804.
Sad that even children are named in the list of those accused witches, like Abigail Johnson, just 11.
By Brianna Edward, Bloodline of the Accused. The Salem witch trials were a tragic time where those accused of witchcraft were not only adults. The hysteria and accusations implicated even the youngest in Salem, the children. Many children were accused, tried, and put into prison. In 1692, Abigail Johnson, at the age of 11, was one such child accused of witchcraft. Her mother, Elizabeth Johnson Sr., was also accused of witchcraft in the trials. Abigail had lost her father just 2 years before the Salem trials, and she was being raised by her mother and grandfather. The trials were known for the accusing of many widows and people who had been in trouble for any number of reasons, especially those who may have had relatives who were outspoken against the trials or who came from positions of wealth. Such was the case for young Abigail. History notes that her grandfather was an early critic of the witch trials and was known to be outspoken about the injustices of the trials proceedings. Abigail and numerous members of Abigail's family were accused of witchcraft. The examinations were known to take into account members of the families for many of those accused. For Abigail, this included her mother, her sister, and one of the more famous persons accused in the trials, her aunt, Abigail Faulkner. Aunt Abigail Faulkner was arrested around the same time as young Abigail and accused of afflicting others, resulting in her confession. For Abigail Johnson, this time in her life was a long series of examinations, accusations, trials, and depositions. Her aunt was arrested on August 11th of 1692. Her testimonies resulted in an arrest warrant being issued for young Abigail Johnson on August 29th, even though she was only 11. Abigail's widowed mother was also arrested. The Johnsons were arrested and examined on September 16th, shortly after Abigail's brother was arrested. Other family members, including her cousins, were examined and are recorded as being among the youngest children who were accused witches of Salem. The trials appear to have embroiled suspicion and accusations where neither family nor child were spared from implication, questioning, and arrest. For Abigail Johnson, while both she and her family were arrested, none were among those who were executed. Still, the accused who were imprisoned suffered from poor conditions and the loss of friends and family. After the trials, many of the accused were known to have petitioned the courts for payment of their losses and asked for the courts to clear their family names. The family of Abigail Johnson, who were accused of witchcraft, included her brother, Stephen Johnson, and her older sister, Elizabeth Johnson. The fear of dark evil spirits possessing the people of Salem, both the old and the young, caused a hysteria resulting in 20 people executed, over 200 accused of witchcraft. Sadly, the hysteria started with accusations that actually originated from young children. When Elizabeth Parris, age 9, Abigail Williams, age 11, came to be possessed by the devil and blamed local witches for their actions. Ironically, these first accusers were children. Their accusations became the spark that led it to young children even younger than Abigail Johnson to be added to the growing list of accused. When the children who were accused of witchcraft were arrested, like Abigail Johnson, they endured pain while kept in what locals called the witch jails. The children accused and arrested had cold and dark walls in the prison with rats and little food. Dorothy Dorcas Good was the youngest child in the trials. She was accused when she was only 4. She was the youngest among the accused and had to spend 8 months in a prison dungeon. The trials ended for little Dorothy, but her mother, Sarah Good, was later executed. The little children accused of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials suffered and are always to be remembered as we honor the accused. God damn. Was there a page 2 on this also? I should check that. Nope.
The carefully researched genealogy of several accused witches.
You gotta go to bed? That's
Their
okay.
names
Thank you
weren't
for
fully
popping by,
cleared
Pasta. I
until
appreciate it.
2001.
Have a good night. So I don't know if we can actually check out the museum.
There's something off about that bookcase. Need a closer look.
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much progress with May, though. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions, if you have time.
Sure thing. How can I help?
What's this new showcase about?
Yes. This new showcase is going to be really cool. Just in time for Halloween, you know?
But what is it about?
If you come back on Halloween, I'll show you.
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the exhibitions manage to spark your interest?
They did. I found this display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was wondering if you had more information stored here somewhere.
Well, we do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most of my accused witches stuff.
Would it be okay for me to go up there? I'd really like getting a better picture of the history of Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted. But maybe just this once I can make an exception. You are here to help, after all.
Yay!
So if you think it would benefit you, feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's actually really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on.
Yeah!
How's the investigating go?
Any progress?
So what's the deal with these pumpkins?
Oh, yeah. I've prepared some pumpkins that visitors can carve and bring with them to place around Salem. Feel free to give it a try if you want. It's really fun and completely free.
Alrighty.
Talk to you later.
Cool.
Whoa, originals? These books must be hundreds of years old. No wonder they're restricted. I hope their information is still open to the public, at least.
I save. Okay, back. There we go. Salem and the Prohibition. The AW sign is suspected to be created by bootleggers during the Prohibition. Criminals used the sign at the AW, stating it stood for another way, cleverly thinking those opposing strong drinks would believe the AW sign to be proclaiming and meaning to choose another way, or lifestyle, to choose to turn from the use of spirits. While some believed that to be a good message to turn users to another way of life, it was in reality only a cover. To smugglers and gangsters, the AW sign was a code for another way out. AWs were carved in streets and were hidden markings used as a sign that marked the path that could lead the way to the hidden tunnels underground so they could smuggle their goods out. The directional signs, according to the tales, led to secret underground passages to smuggle the illegal goods to gangsters and gain wealth off the illegal beverage. The bootlegger's old inscription, AW, marked the way to underground tunnels that helped to transport beverages and goods under the nose of the law.
Someone's a busy bee. Old court protocols, ancestry records. Tegan is really digging deep into the witch trials.
Damn. Okay, are you a descendant? The Salem witch trial descendants have spread all over the globe with 20 victims executed, over 200 accused, and over 150 having been arrested. The accused and convicted now have a growing number of descendants and relatives. The descendants and relatives have an interest in discovering their past and honoring the victims. Do you have family ties to those accused? Here at the History Museum of Salem, we keep genealogy lists in memory of the accused. Be sure to join the museum's family tree and support the events and lectures that educate and honor the victims of the relatives and descendants. Samuel Wardwell, male accused of witchcraft, executed by hanging, born to Thomas Wardwell and Elizabeth Woodruff, wife Sarah Hawks, children Mercy and Samuel. Accused by 14-year-old William Baker Jr. Motive was greed and gain, a possible motive for Samuel Wardwell to be being proclaimed guilty of witchcraft. Sarah, his wife, had a large estate she would lose if her husband was convicted of witchcraft. The province of Massachusetts Bay law stated that those accused of witchcraft and dealing with the devil would incur a loss of inheritance and property rights. The victims and relatives were not protected of their rights. The descendants of the accused witches in the Salem fight for their rights in 1712, Samuel Wardwell Jr. sued the colony. Sarah Good, here's her family, her children. Accused by Abigail Williams and Betty Paris as a Reverend Paris, spectral evidence was known to be false. Sarah Good's daughter of age 4, Dorcas Good, was charged with witchcraft, examined by Judge Hathorne, found guilty as the youngest child accused and sentenced, and was put in jail in chains. Motive: neighbors did not like her scornful nature and requests for charity, as she was a poor woman. Tituba called her a witch first, then the Paris girls, all creating stories to have her tried for witchcraft. The AW Accused Witches organization, recognizing the injustices of the past by honoring and supporting the ancestors of the accused, righting the wrongs of the past. We fight for justice and clearing of all the family names. We educate with special lectures in the AW meetings to remember the past and prevent witch hunts from the future. A safe community to express your feelings for the lost relatives and to seek ways to honor their memories, and where those descendants and the accusers can seek forgiveness. Fundraising for the memorial for lives lost on in global witch trials and relatives and descendants around the world. Join us in fighting and the evidence that proves the innocence of the wrongfully accused. So this is what their AW goals are. They have their rights. So they can be restored through global centers that educate, restore, and honor all of the accused.
How's the invest?
Talk.
Right.
Let's visit the cemetery. I'm gonna take a little liberty.
It'll be more useful to explore the graveyard with a tour guide.
Well, we have the tickets. Let's go see the lame witch of Salem. Oops, I mean real witch.
comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors.
That's what I was saying.
We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules.
Amen.
Anyway, what can I help you with?
Got trick, have to do the show.
Have you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl, and sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
Obviously.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn house was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
So, you were here?
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven. That they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such a coven?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem is now considered the most haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
How else could the fire started?
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. Keyword, living. The world is composed of two equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, the birds. It's our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will appear. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out and take you. Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
I must say, I love this woman's plugs. Good for her.
Talk to you later.
Oh, I have a ticket. Okay. Okay.
This tour sounds interesting.
Welcome on my tour.
Thank you.
Visit the witch tour spots. Okay.
Before you stands Abigail Hathorn, helping the accused witches escape the grasp of her own brother, Judge Hathorn himself. Abigail freed many from their holding cells until the judge caught her in the act and locked her up in a cell deep within the Hathorn house. The statue was given the name Little Liberty in honor of her valiant efforts to free the innocent.
Bring light into the darkness.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorn estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the lands of the accused were taken and resold for cheap. The judge himself bought many such lands, and on them built his grand estate. The Hathorn house has since come to represent all the wrongs that were inflicted during the trials.
Dorothy Cromwell. Might be important later. Samuel Paris. Alexander Bell.
The road has completely collapsed into the sinkhole. No wonder they closed it off. The ground is still crumbling. Darn.
Do we know where all the witch tour spots are? Are they all in the cemetery?
The road has
I want to go that way. In real Salem? No. In video game Salem? Maybe. Do you got the Seeky secrets, Katie? Do you got the Seeky secrets?
That group is really chanting up.
That group is really chanting up a storm. Let's go back here. You got the sneaky sneakers. Remember, backseat gaming is welcome.
How's the investment?
Talk to
Nothing more to add.
Let's see. Let's see.
If there's something strange in the neighborhood. Damn. You don't know any secrets. You just live less than 2 hours from Salem. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You lived in Massachusetts. No.
Huh?
I want to talk to you.
Close. The shops aren't making a lot of business right now.
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated ground, but many victims were buried by loved ones in secrecy, and some may have found their eternal rest beneath these unmarked graves. Stand before the remains of Salem's most zealous and conniving judge.
Woo!
So lacking in morals was Judge Hathorn that he sentenced innocents to death while claiming the estates of the dead as his own. Unlike the more remorseful Judge Sewell, Hathorne never felt any guilt for his part in the Salem witch trials.
How we doing? We got more still?
Salem Museum. Prime address for local history and information on the infamous witch trials.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
There's this
Statue in the cemetery.
Little Liberty. A highlight of my tour. Many people come here just to get a picture of it. It is said to portray Abigail Hathorne helping the accused witches escape the trials. Some even believe that Abigail's ghost still walks the forest surrounding the Hathorne house, her twisted soul now dragging the living into the afterlife.
Lovely! Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Trying to figure out the direction that you can go to get to things.
The shop.
That one says open. Let me go to it.
Darn. The road has completely collapsed into the sinkhole. No wonder they closed it off. The ground is still crumbling.
I guess let's go somewhere.
Hi. So, we met this interesting woman named Olivia.
We all know about Olivia and her magic.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Good for you.
We saw Tegan at the museum. Looks like she's working on an interesting installation.
Why don't you ask her?
Well, I thought you might have an opinion, or...
I don't. Can you just leave her out of this? I don't want her being involved with my problems. I'm done talking, okay?
Personable as ever.
A leopard print lighter. Why here? Better hang on to this.
Can I light all these candles?
Aww.
Nope. Mayhaps soon. I don't know.
That group is really
Can I help you, Cruz?
Talk to you later.
Good chat.
That group is really
I think they've all got to be in the cemetery. I'm not seeing anymore.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorn Estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the lands of the accused were taken and resold for cheap.
Daisy.
The judge himself bought many such lands, and on them built his grand estate. The Hathorn House has since come to represent all the wrongs that were inflicted during the trials.
Huh.
Daisy, stop standing there and growling, okay? Do you know?
Hmm?
Is there anybody out there who knows? Is there anyone at all?
Can't use that here. Can't use that here.
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated ground, but many victims were buried by loved ones in secrecy, and some may have found their eternal rest beneath these unmarked graves. These headstones bear names.
Yeah.
Can't use that here.
Oh there, watch your step. In recent years, these maws into the deep unknown have opened. There was once a vast network of tunnels beneath Salem, used by smugglers during the Prohibition era. Most would have you believe that these tunnels are now collapsing. But you have to wonder if there could be something more sinister behind these sudden maws into the underworld.
Just a sec, I need to switch my audio, and then I need to take, or my mic, and then I need to take Daisy out.
All right, we good? Okay, cool. Okay. yes, I pulled up a thing to show me because I didn't want to be stuck here. Boom.
The Salem Museum, known formerly as the Town Hall, not only a great resource for the Salem witch trials, it also holds records of other interesting facets of our local history. Anyone visiting Salem does well to seek out the forbidden knowledge hidden in these halls.
Ooh. Okay, did we hit all of them?
It was a time of horror, when the witches who walked the earth were wrongfully prosecuted and thus stripped of everything. These are the ghosts you'll find here in Salem. Their homes taken, their knowledge destroyed, their lives erased.
Okay, I'm officially exhausted. Let's head back to the Perry house, okay?
We did it! Try talking to Mai again. Bob.
So, any thoughts?
First album was better.
Yeah, totally. It's good.
Really? You like this?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, they were much better before they changed their bassist.
I meant the case. What do you think about it?
I don't like the judge.
Yeah, I kinda got that. I think the feeling's mutual.
Well, he's a jerk. Maybe he burned down the Hathorn house.
Ooh.
What? You don't think so?
I don't think the judge burned down the house. I think the magic Olivia was using is so similar to what I think I need to talk to May before I learn any direction. I have a claim. I don't know.
That magic that Olivia was using is so similar to what I saw in Austria.
I don't think the Witch of Salem is burning anything except people's hard-earned money. Those magic tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for kids.
If May were willing to give an alibi, we could clear this up tonight. She's not talking to anyone, it seems. We are all allowed to enjoy some amount of privacy, but her refusal to be interviewed leads me to believe
Let's
she
finish
is
this little
hiding
thingy and I'll take you out,
I
okay?
can't believe you, Drew. I thought you were here to help.
I am.
You know, not everyone can be as brilliant and cold as you are.
I'm not cold. And I never said I was brilliant either.
You need to get May to trust you. If she trusts you, she'll open up and tell you the truth. And then you'll see. You're kind of my last hope to reach her. You're good at finding ways to get people to open up. Usually. So find a way.
I'll try.
Aight. I'm gonna save real quick, and then I'm gonna go take my puppy out, and then I will be back. Hello? Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. The puppy has been tended to. Oh, you should probably pause the music. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Oh! Okay, so we need to try and talk to Mai. Or May. Hey, girl!
Hi.
Hi! What you listening to?
What are you listening to?
You like this?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
we were listening on the way over. First album was much better.
Too bad they changed the bassists.
Yeah. Too bad they changed bassists.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah!
It's just, you don't look like you listen to
Bonding
this
with the youths.
Why does no one believe me?
Now you know how I feel.
Psych. I know you don't know me well, but I'm here too. Look, I spoke to the judge. Can you tell me about anything about Olivia Ravencroft? Oh god, now you know how I feel. Acknowledge, maybe? Acknowledge.
I know you don't know me that well, but I'm here to help you.
I didn't burn down the Hathorn house.
Okay. Why does everyone think you did?
It's called prejudice. I look different. Or something like that.
That doesn't seem like a good reason to burn down a building.
What can I say? People are stupid. Can't believe it's gone.
Did you ever visit the estate?
All the time. I appreciated it.
Oh? Why?
Because it was
Because
historically
it's historically significant?
It was built by a cold, brutal man who sent a bunch of people to their death because he didn't understand them. I appreciate being reminded of what happens when greedy people stay in charge.
Also, Matthew, if you ever catch wind of this, I'm eating the cinnamon roll pie from Cracker Barrel, and it's amazing.
Did you know Frances Tuttle very well?
No. But I know her daughter Lauren has that shop, Luminous Infusions.
You ever been inside?
No. Why would I go there?
I was just wondering if you knew her.
I don't.
Hi,
I
Chairman.
mean, I know she used to hang with my sister back in the day. But I guess they fell out or something. That's all I know.
Can you tell me anything about Olivia Ravencroft? Anything at all?
I can tell you she doesn't get along with my sister.
Really?
That'll.
Why?
I don't know. They had some falling out a while ago. You should ask her.
Do you think Olivia would have any reason to light the Hathorn house on fire?
Let me put it this way. Olivia is what we call in this town part of the witch business. Anything dramatic, spectacular, or with fire, she's usually involved.
So you think she did it?
I didn't say that. I just think it's possible that she could have.
Okay. Thanks. Your sister really cares about you.
She has a strange way of showing it sometimes.
Well, she cared enough to get Deirdre and I involved.
Don't worry about her.
How come?
She takes her work really seriously. Like, she cares. A lot. Like, way more than most normal people do for their passion projects. It's not a hobby, it's more like something she has to do.
Kinda sounds like me.
I hope not. It's like her personal crusade, like only she can make it better or something. You can't live your life like that. You need to enjoy it. Enjoy it with people you love.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Apologies, my puppy had acquired an item that was not for puppies to eat.
Look, I spoke with the judge. They don't have anything on you. All we need is an alibi, and then they can't charge you with anything.
And they're not going to have anything on me. Because he can't prove I did it.
Then why not just give the police an alibi? That's all they need.
I just can't. It's not only about me, okay?
Okay, I understand. But I can't help you or anyone else if I don't know who they are.
Just... I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I can't.
Do you and the judge know each other? Have a history?
The man thinks I'm a bad influence.
Why?
Because I used to be friends with his son. His son has had an interesting life, and he thinks it's my fault. He holds a grudge against me.
Could have been because the judge is a dick.
That sounds surprising.
You live in a small town long enough, people make up their minds about who you are. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. It just is.
Have you ever seen this lighter before?
Have you ever seen this lighter before?
Wow. I lost this days ago. Where'd you find it?
Outside the front door.
Are you always snooping around?
I have a knack for finding things that other people miss.
Thanks. This means a lot to me. I'm done talking, okay?
Okay. Good chat, boo.
Well?
She's protecting something. Or someone.
Okay, yeah, obvi. But what?
I don't know yet. I'm getting through to her, though. We have to go to the Hathorn house. Tonight.
Tonight?
Like
in the dark?
Yeah. Do you have flashlights?
You do remember what I told you about that place, right?
Hell yeah.
You know what? Better idea. I'll go. You stay here and see if maybe May feels like talking to you.
Be careful out there, Drew.
Can I take your car?
There's no such thing as ghosts, Deirdre. I'll be fine.
No, not ghosts. People swear there's something in that house. Too many people believe it to not be true. Could be a wild animal or a toxic waste dump. I don't know.
Say hello, Papa.
Just keep your guard up, okay?
Wow. That was really sweet.
All right, let's not hug or anything. You should check in with Lauren Holt. She still lives up there. Take the keys for my car. It's way too far of a walk all the way there. And remember, things happen after midnight in Salem. Be careful.
No.
A good night's rest improves memory retention. But it's too early for bed.
I humbly disagree, ma'am. Here we go! Better leave before you love me. Want to put my pumpkin somewhere. Spooky. That's gonna be a nope from me, dog.
Not creepy. Not at all.
Yeah.
Frank!
Nancy, you sound excited.
Yeah, well, guess where I am right now.
I, wouldn't even begin to. Salem, Massachusetts.
Joe, How the heck did you guys know?
We read about the Hathorn house in the Globe. Suspected arson. Your name was mentioned. Not as a suspect, obviously. Tegan Perry mentioned she had hired you to investigate.
Hired? Huh. That's news to me. I came here as a favor for Deirdre.
Deirdre Shannon? Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's a strange case all around. Are you guys in Boston?
How'd you know?
You said Globe. There's only one paper I know that uses that name.
Whoa, nothing gets past you. You must keep Ned on his toes.
Well, to be
Mind your
honest,
passies.
I haven't really talked to him lately.
Oh, really?
Trouble in
I'll see
paradise.
that.
Salem's pretty close to Boston. If you guys have the time, you should come up here and check it out while I'm in town.
Really? Yeah, it would be good to catch up. I don't know, Nancy. With our special detective powers, we might be mistaken for witches. Heard they don't fare well up there.
Are you kidding me? They love you guys. Did you know that Salem is the only police force that has a witch as an official emblem?
I don't think that's true.
I'll bet you on it.
Okay, you're on. I'll take payment when we arrive in Salem. Maybe in a week or so. A week?
Hopefully I won't be here then. But if you can make it up earlier, great.
Good talking to you, Nance.
Yeah, same to you two. Bye. Creepy.
We backtracked. Thought we hit it off. Don't let it take your soul. Here we are.
What are you doing here?
Are you Lauren Holt?
You're trespassing. This is private property. I'm giving you one chance to explain yourself.
I need to speak with Lauren Holt.
So, what?
Well, I wanted to talk to her about Frances Tuttle.
Why? Did you know her or something?
Feels really sketchy to lie. Plus, then she'll be like, "Oh, really? Now, how so?"
No, but I want to.
She was a great woman.
I believe it. She was the former owner of this place, right?
Yeah. You can come in.
Wow. She chilled off real fucking quick.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew.
Lauren Holt. But you knew that. T?
Yeah! Hell yeah!
You've lived here a while?
Since I was 11. Ever since Frances. Sorry. Still hurts. She was very special to me. So... You're here because why again?
I'm investigating the fire.
For whom, exactly?
A cousin of the Perrys. It seems like everyone thinks she did it, but there's no evidence.
The Perrys are complicated.
Do you think May did it?
Maybe. I don't know. Used to feel sorry for her, but I don't know what she's capable of now. Or Tegan, or both of them. The Perrys look out for themselves, and no one else. Always have. Sorry, I've just been under a lot of stress lately. I don't mean to sound like that. Anyway, what do you want to know?
Is Luminous Infusions your shop? You can tell me about the history. I really do appreciate you talking to me. What were you doing 2 nights ago? Okay. So these two are friendly icebreaker ones. These two are investigative ones. So let's start with a friendly one.
Is Luminous Infusions your shop?
Yes.
What do you do there? Just curious.
It's a tea room and modern apothecary.
Yeah, I was trying to get in earlier. Give me that
Before
tea.
there was a pharmacist, the town relied on an herbalist to provide medicines for headaches and sickness and energy and stuff like that.
Interesting. Did Frances Tuttle teach you this?
No, I taught myself.
Oh,
damn.
Cool. What can you tell me about the history of the Hathorn House?
Built by Judge John Hathorn in 1695, the man flat out stole the land from the people he sentenced to death.
Sounds about right. It's the
Property has
American way.
changed hands many times over the years, with Frances Tuttle being the most recent owner.
Have you looked for the will?
Of course, but I can't find it. Believe me, I've tried to find it, and now the judge has given me days to deliver or the town will take control. I don't have a copy, but I know one exists. Frances told me all the time that the Hathorn House and its grounds would be mine if something ever happened to her. She knew that I would take care of this place better than anyone else.
What happens to you?
I won't be here anymore.
This is just my water bottle, baby.
But
You
I
don't
have
need it.
representation, a professional lawyer. Her name's Alicia Cole.
Ooh, I met
She's
her.
helping me out.
Okay.
I really do appreciate you talking to me.
It's hard. I want... Look, I don't really know who set fire to the house, but I know that I want to stay here. It means something to me. It's the only home I've ever had.
What were you doing 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago? Why? The house was burned a week ago.
Different case. Might be related.
I was in my shop, like I was every night.
Anyone see you?
Tourists. No one who is still in town, but I have sales receipts to prove it. You come by Luminous Infusions, and I'll show you.
Fantabulous. Also, I saw Spookable.
So, I saw the ghost out in the cemetery.
The scarecrow?
Yeah. I've heard there were ghosts out here, but all I saw was that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I've seen a lot of weird things. So far, I've yet to find one without a rational explanation.
Then there's nothing to talk about.
But why does everyone think there are ghosts out here?
A town this old is bound to have some unbelievable stories.
So you've seen one?
You don't live here. You wouldn't understand.
So you have?
I'm getting a little tired. I think we've talked enough, don't you?
Yeah, that's fair.
Of course. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Whoever is doing this, you're not frightening me away. Not possible. That's not possible.
Okay, if you're frightening me away, though, I'm good.
Curse not the darkness.
Abigail, you silly Sue.
It's not.
Drew! What's going on? You're not answering your phone. What's wrong?
I saw it. Or her. I guess it could have been a him too. It was too confusing to really make out.
What are you talking about?
The ghost, Deirdre. The ghost in Hathorn House. The one you were talking about. I saw it.
Wow. Never thought you'd try to pull a joke like this. I underestimated you. This is a really good performance. Very un-Nancy Drew-like.
It's not a joke. Deirdre, I saw her. Didn't you want me to see it? Didn't you want me to look into it?
Well, yeah, but I didn't think for a second that you would. I guess I thought you'd go up there and find smoke and mirrors or whatever it is you do. You're saying it's real?
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm
bitch.
saying. I'm not used to being so freaked out.
Wait, you didn't leave my car out there, did you?
What? No. I've calmed down enough to drive back. It's outside.
Good. I could get you more chowder.
Aww.
Don't think it'll help.
Her attempt
I
at
need
being
answers.
human.
Okay, so let's go through it.
Find working in the street strangely calming. Okay.
Okay, you saw something. I found out something interesting from
I
Lauren.
found out something interesting from Lauren Holt. Did you know that Francis Tuttle had a will?
Judge Danforth never mentioned that.
Because they can't find it, they assume it doesn't exist.
So if it does exist,
Such a snorty puppy.
Lauren would get the estate.
Yeah. Oh, and that lawyer, Alicia Cole, represents her.
How's that working out for her?
There doesn't seem to be much progress made.
Yeah, well, without a will, what could she really do?
Dick diddly.
I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
I don't know what to tell you, Drew. It's as weird as moon chunk cheese ice cream and sandals with socks. But my instinct is
that the two are related. Fire and the ghosts.
right. You're not buying Olivia's story that some coven of witches came here to unleash ghosts to take revenge by burning it down, though. Right?
Right. I think. It's unlikely anyway.
I think.
You really think what you saw was real?
It's worse than that. I think in order to know, I need to see it again, and you need to come with me tomorrow.
Okay. And then we can plan road trips to find Bigfoot and aliens and the Loch Ness Monster.
Hey, sounds fun to me. It's been a long day. I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
You do look kinda... Well, maybe don't video chat with the boyfriend.
Oh,
At
God
least not
damn.
until you get the twigs out of your hair.
I appreciate your concern. Hey,
Roast.
What? You want that chowder now? The offer expired.
I was going to say, we make a pretty good team.
See? That's proof right there. You are definitely hallucinating.
There's always an explanation. Gotta remember that.
What is the town of Greenwich, New York?
Sorry?
They have a witch on their emblem. We won!
Really?
Sending you a pic. When can we expect payment?
That's a fire department logo. I said police.
Public safety. It's all the same. A technicality.
There's something I have to get off my chest. I saw a ghost.
Sorry, what?
This case, I've never seen anything like it. It felt real. I can't explain it.
What is it? What's wrong? Hold on. Say no more. It just so happens that ghost hunting is our specialty. Wait, what? We're not
Joe
passing on a
Hardy.
chance like this.
The
Be there
Hardy
before you know it.
Boys. Boys!
Only if you really
I swear to
want
God, if the
to.
ghost pops up in the
Talk to
kitchen
you
window,
later.
I will I will poop my pants. I will shamelessly shit myself, Eden. I'll be right there with you, soiling my britches. Eden, you should pop by on Friday. We're gonna be doing a choose your own adventure game. If you fancy, you know, while you're rested up and doing your whole doing your whole preggy lady thing.
Yeah?
I'm so
Good
excited
morning,
for you.
sunshine.
What time is it?
It's early. Hurry up, get dressed, and meet me downstairs. I have something to cheer you up.
Is it a cup of tea? Can we just call some people? Can I just call people randomly? Call? Can I just call Ned?
Hello.
Ned, hey.
You've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned
Rude.
Nickerson.
You keep an eye out for Friday. It'll be a good time. It's called House of Ashes, and you're just playing as a series of characters and trying to keep everybody alive. Should probably call my father also.
Hey, you reached Carson Drew's home number. For business inquiries, please call my office and I'll get back to you. Anyone else is welcome to leave a message after the beep.
Boop. Hi. Jim, and why we licking the napkin? Oh, golly. There we go. There we go.
Oh my.
Boys!
Oh my, not good, not good, not good!
What are you guys doing in here?
They're trying their best to unimpress me. Mission accomplished.
Nancy! Hi!
Frank
Joe
and
was
Joe.
just,
Boys.
making an effort.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
I tried showing him the ropes, but he wants to prove he can do it without my help.
Tegan set out the ingredients for Johnny Cakes before she had to run, but I gotta admit, it's been a while since I last whipped something up. Successfully.
Same, bro.
Oh, I love Johnny Cakes. I can help.
Of course you can. All
Of
right,
course you
Harvey,
can,
step
Dom.
down before we have another fire on our hands.
Okay. Oh,
All
goodness.
right, let's see. Step 1. 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This can't be right.
I told you I couldn't keep up with her, so I improvised. I'm 100% certain about the amounts, though.
Let's approach this sensibly. What do we need?
Flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder.
Flour. Cornmeal. Baking powder. One cup of flour.
I think you've got it.
Sugar. Salt.
1 cup of flour. Probably
1 cup of sugar.
That's what I tried too. Uh-oh.
1 cup flour.
We're getting there.
Are we? Okay, wait, what's this? That's baking powder. We probably just need a
1 teaspoon of baking powder.
I want to say I trust your judgment, but this has me a bit...
1 flour.
We're getting there.
1 spoon of baking.
Looks right to me.
Cool. Alrighty. 2 tablespoons of sugar, maybe? One tablespoon of salt. Okay, so I put in a cup of flour. We tried a cup of sugar, they didn't like that. Maybe we do need... Oh my god.
1 spoon of...
Tablespoon of...
Sugar.
I think you've got it.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so we've done a cup of flour, tablespoon of sugar, teaspoon of baking powder, right? I've lost track. I haven't been paying attention. Teaspoon, spoon, or cup. Do we need all these ingredients? It doesn't say we need cornmeal. It only has it on that one area.
1 teaspoon of salt.
We're getting there.
Okay. Oh my god, what's left? Ah, so stressful.
1 spoon of
cup of cornmeal. Real recipe for sure. Eden, I can't tell if you're being for real. Eden, don't judge me. I have a smooth brain.
1 cup of corn. 1 cup cornmeal.
Looks right to me.
Oh my god, there's more. Okay.
1 spoon of
1 more spoon of what? Oh, tablespoon. Oh god.
sugar.
We're getting there. That looks great. Let's tackle the next step.
All right. Second step. We have to fill the bowl until the weight is just right.
Quick heads up. This is about where things started to go south last time.
Hey!
Let's just trust that Nancy knows what she's doing.
This doesn't look right. Let's scrub this out and try again.
That's because I had it pulled up. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I was talking mad shit to Eden and Michaela. Michaela threatened me. She said if I mess up the cake, the Hardy Boys die. Oh dear, did it make me start over? Okay. Hold on. Milk. Butra. 1, 2.
That look.
Did we do it? Yeah!
My favorite part.
I thought your favorite part was eating.
I'm not appreciate you.
Next favorite part.
Dear goodness.
Timing's
Joe,
important.
Could you help me pour while I flip?
Sure thing.
Oh god. Okay.
Almost there. Just a few more to go.
What just happened? Oh, did we do it? We did it! Don't forget to give everyone their Johnny cakes. Okay. Wow.
Interesting.
What?
I'll do this one. More Johnny cakes coming up.
What? I did not agree to this. Abort.
Let's see.
What?
This one looks fun.
What?
Do you deserve- make more like these sometime. These are for Joe. On second thought, I guess he would eat any of them. Can't use that here.
Boom.
Ooh, these smell delicious.
Great job, Nancy.
These look amazing.
Okay. May. These are the Hardy brothers.
These are the Hardy
Frank and
boys.
Joe.
We're very interested in your case.
Uh-huh.
They're good friends of mine. They're going to help us with the investigation. The more people we have working on this, the better chance we have of solving the case.
Cool.
Cool.
Joe,
Plus, they're cute as
you need to
hell.
learn how to cook. Maybe let Frank teach you. Otherwise, how are you going to impress anyone?
Solving crimes impresses people.
Yeah.
So does committing them. What? It's true.
Oh,
Not
Deirdre.
saying I'm impressed by that. Just stating a fact. I prefer someone who possesses a deep intellectual appreciation and table manners.
You like
You want
me?
to be impressed?
You like me?
We should finally show her our business plan for our new business.
Our business
What?
plan for our new
It's
business.
very businessy.
What? What is it?
Well, Joe and I have been talking recently about making things a bit more official. Since we're always called to solve crimes, we thought that maybe we should start getting paid for it.
Hey, man.
We're starting our very own detective agency. License, insurance, the whole thing.
You mean you do this
And-
all without getting paid?
And we want to know if you'd be interested in being a partner.
Partner?
Hey, table that. All right, Drew. Why not update everyone on where we're at?
I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
One thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of ownership of the Hathorn House, right?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We can go together.
No. It's better if I handle this solo.
Are they
I'm
making a
whiz with microfiche.
polycule or a business?
Don't
Y'all,
ask me
right?
Sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to tell it to you. Okay?
So, Nancy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What do you think we
I gotta
should
come
focus
clean.
on for the investigation?
Katie, I don't know what a polycule is. I wanted to sound smart and integrate into the conversation. But as we established with the previous game, I have smooth brain. I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
So, I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
Yes, sounds super exciting.
Yo, that thing is
I
sitting
already
over
told
there.
them about the whole sighting.
Yeah.
Polyamorous relationship group.
explain it.
Oh, polycule, poly.
Even
okay.
with the most
There we go,
modern
there we go, there we
scientific
go.
techniques available,
That's what it
there are
sounds
many
like. It
phenomena
sounds
that
like
we still
really
cannot
they
explain.
want to
I believe what
get
you saw
some
was real.
Nancy Duke.
What?
What?
Some of that Nancy D.
Sure, some sort of combination of gaseous blow-off and light refraction.
No, supernatural. A ghost, a real ghost, with thoughts and memory and agency.
I'm not so sure.
I just built some new equipment that I'd love to try out.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing, but we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate anyway. Maybe we can add ghost hunting to our detective services.
Yo, I would love to be a
Kidding.
ghost hunter. The arson that happened last week. Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a...
The arson that happened last week.
And we haven't had the chance to collect any alibis yet.
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Corroborating their answers with whomever they were with will help bring into focus who is and isn't a suspect. Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a burglary.
What was stolen?
We don't know.
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the Accused Witches organization.
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorn estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their ancestors. It's one of the reasons I searched for the Book of Apologies in Austria, as it contains a record of wronged families. Someone swiped it right under my nose. And around the time of the arson, there was
Always
a burglary
woofing.
at the judge's office.
Too coincidental
Maximum
not to be
woofage.
connected.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd like to review the crime scene at the courthouse for any clues.
The judge might not let you do that. He didn't sound very forthcoming.
True. but maybe my father can convince him. They're old friends. I can give him a call.
All right. What else?
We need to figure out how the theft from Mosam Castle is connected to this case.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch trials, some of which are still unknown to this day.
However, this book was stolen as well, 3 days ago. And Nancy was there.
Why was this book all the way in Austria?
Great question.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the
Look
time.
at that, he's eyeing Deirdre still.
That must be how it ended up in an Austrian castle, for safekeeping.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, whoever it is.
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone in town can't be accounted for. Might point us in the right direction.
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are dangerous. Remember that. And be careful.
Y'all didn't even touch your pancakes.
Huh.
Huh. I have a plate of pancakes.
What's the big holdup? The Perry brat has always been a little fire starter.
Only a matter of time until the Neighborhood Watch catches her red-handed.
The system has gone soft. Lets them off the hook easy. Then everyone acts surprised about repeated offenders.
They better book her before Halloween. I don't want to let the kids out trick-or-treating with an arsonist on the loose.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, I am. This shop is really cool. I love the decor.
Thank you.
Cider donuts.
It's taken a lot of years to get it the way I want.
I kind of imagined this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously, you
Oh,
have
yeah,
all
scones
these
for
herbs.
sure.
Look,
I know anything about
St.
witches,
John's
they're big
wort,
on scones.
Mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in
I
the
object
death
to
and
this
judgment.
use of the
But
term
I was
medieval.
always
Do state your case,
interested in all
Katie.
of that
Continue.
lost knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
Any modern witches come in? Olivia, perhaps.
I get plenty of people that come in curious to find something positive and healing in this town. Olivia typically isn't one of them, and that's just as well.
You disapprove of what she does.
She's always been like this. She thinks of history as a show that just needs more special effects. Never mind that real people got hurt.
Amen,
You've seen
bro.
her little show? She's still talking about a recent coven in Salem.
Yeah. Is that true?
No. Like I said, she doesn't care about the truth or who gets hurt.
What kind of herbs? I was hoping you could borrow a key to the main Hawthorne. Sure you'd asked us before. You ever hear rumors of covens? It says there are ghosts in this town. What kind of herbs do you have
here?
I need a herb.
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started, business has been booming. Between managing the shop itself and preparing remedies, it's getting harder to keep up.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedies, if that's okay with you. I love learning new things.
This is delicate work. But you do seem to have an interest in herbology. Sure, It would be fun to pass on the basics, at least.
There just isn't that
I'll
much
be around the
medieval
shop
about
and
what
manage
people
the
think of as
counter.
witchcraft using
Just
plants
let
for
me know
medicine,
when
and we
you
still
have
do that.
something to
Amen!
and
Yeah.
I'll take a
Most
look.
basic example, aloe.
Great.
I mean,
So, where
that
do I
shit's in a
begin?
lot of stuff.
I've
Like,
prepared the patient notes already. You can
its
find them on the
origins may
counter.
have
You
gone
can
way
use my
back when,
reference book to
even
study the
predating
herbs
medieval,
and what
but
ailments they cure, and the basics of remedy mixing.
it's not outdated.
Okay.
And so it's kind of
This
weird
is
that
gonna
people
be
will be
so
like,
much
oh,
fun.
they use hocus pocus, or they use like hippie stuff. It's like, what are pills made of, bro? Think about the origins of everything. Okay.
These are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. Need to figure out the proper mix of herbs to cure these.
No, Nancy, please don't touch that. It's private.
Oh, it's locked?
Yeah, I lost the key to that one. Sorry. It has to be somewhere around here. I would never bring it home with me. Let me know if you find it.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Look at that. Your first proper herb mixture. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's tricky to keep track of everything, but the book really helps.
It's old and worn from use, but full of wisdom. It's taught me most of what I know.
Did I just like guess at something? So I guess I can come back and do that at some point.
A commercial grade tea machine. Fancy.
Older than medieval for sure, yeah. At least they weren't talking about medieval torture devices or burning witches at the stake, I guess. Well, you know, they did you one solid.
A commercial.
Okay,
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where were you on the night Hathorn House was burned down?
I was coming home from work, crossing through the
hey kids, do we need to fight behind the ladder?
I could see the orange glow.
Come on, Daisy. You're too big to be back there.
Home. It was almost all gone. I called it in.
Were you the first one to call? Anyone see you earlier? Like an hour before?
I was in my shop.
Any customers?
No. Are you trying to say that I burned down the house?
No, I never said that.
Good. I've said it a million times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it. She loved that house, and I loved her. You understand?
Of course. You were the first person to see the fire?
Well, yeah. I was going home, and that's where the fire was.
You know the fire might help you keep your home.
I know that now, but I didn't before. It's a slim chance at best. I'd rather it was whole and shown to be mine by right.
But if that's not an option?
Nothing could make me want to destroy it.
Everyone says there are ghosts in this town. Is that true? What is it?
You know, I believe the dead stay dead. But I've seen ghosts recently in my own house.
Really? Who?
Wait, you believe me? I thought I was going crazy.
I believe there's an explanation. Who was it?
I don't know. A woman, wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was real. I could hear her, I could feel her. She smelled like rotten fruit or something. You know that gray, moldy smell that hits you in the back of your throat? Yeah, that.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually. More specific than anyone else I've talked to.
I saw her in the Hathorn house. Watch out for her. She'll come to you. No doubt in my mind.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
You ever hear rumors about a coven in Salem?
That's just something Olivia says to sell tour tickets. I didn't think you believed in that kind of witch.
So you never heard a rumor? As a kid, maybe?
What are you getting at?
I found a photo of you three from when you were kids.
She kept it?
Do you remember where this photo was taken?
Sure. Well, sort of. It was a shed somewhere close to the neighborhood the Perrys live in. We went there a few times.
So, the three of you used to hang out.
Well, that was long ago. We did dumb things. I wish we hadn't. Far as I know, there's no coven of witches, though.
Just a sec. Okay.
You remember where you were 3 nights back?
I was here. I told you already. I have the receipts to prove it. And I'm the only one who works here. Why?
Oh, no, just a related incident. I don't suppose there are any ghost sightings in your shop?
The spirits come and go as they please. I've seen them everywhere around Salem, but I've never seen one operate a point of sale.
Yeah, me neither. See you later. Herbal teas and natural remedies. A whole menu to choose from. Herbal teas and
Katie,
natural
one time we'll have
remedies.
to make tea together.
A whole menu to choose from.
I feel like I never make it quite right. Okay, so we should go talk to Alicia now, or Alicia, about getting a key. You love tea? I love tea when I make it right, but I feel like I always I miss something and it turns out bland or something. Every now and then I get it right, but I never remember how. What kind do I drink? I honestly drink a little bit of everything. I like spice. I like some spicy teas. I like a good fruit one. I think my go-to is usually like a lemongrass, because that just really helps with my allergies and my throat usually. But I'm game for any type of tea. I went to Churchill's Tea Shop. That's in what's that place called? That's Finley Ray Market. Is that what it's called in Cincinnati? Haven't been there forever, but
Alicia,
I got
please.
like a apple
same.
cinnamon
Nancy.
tea from there.
Great.
Ooh,
So what do
that's
you
some
need,
good
Nancy?
shit right there.
Any more paper clips, staplers, or perhaps a hammer drill?
I'm more of a pneumatic nail gun type myself.
Ha ha, nice.
You have a hammer drill in here?
You have a hammer drill in here.
You could be
In
heating
my
the
closet.
water too hot for
I'm a bit of a home improvement
lemongrass. It
junkie.
tends to be pretty
You have to
delicate.
be
It
when
needs
you live in a
a
house
lower
built in the
steep time.
1800s.
Good to
Well,
know.
thanks, but I don't need any of those things. I
Chairman,
do have
sweetie, you
some
know where we are.
questions, though. You mind if I take 5 minutes
He
of
got
your
lost
time?
in the hallway.
Please. I don't mind.
Okay. Follow up to the arson. Do you know Lauren Holt? We'll get there. We'll start here.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe place. And now we have arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning.
Heard that, sister.
Let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, well, not really what I'm into. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really? He doesn't accompany you on your investigative trips?
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
But now he's found some new whore, wherever he
No one
is.
said it was easy. We figure out how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers.
Amen!
Some unsolicited advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't. Do you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The man even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake. Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft?
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No,
For
I
sure,
don't
yeah.
like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably know by now. You've been around town, right?
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you can only meet so many with the same mindset before you see a pattern.
That's interesting. Did something happen?
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be a bit bigger, you know? More progressive. Imagine a revitalized town.
Do you think that could happen?
A woman can dream.
Doing some follow-ups with the arson. Where were you that night?
Are you asking for my alibi?
Well, yes, if you don't mind.
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the Piping Plovers. Anyone in this town that works in an official capacity can vouch for me. Are you interviewing any of them?
I don't think I'll need to.
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
Why did you bring your hammer drill to the office?
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security. I ordered the keypad online and used the drill to mount it. I just keep forgetting to bring the drill back home with me.
That's impressive.
Yeah, still ended up calling a professional when the thing wouldn't stop beeping.
Do you happen to have the code for the evidence room door?
Nope, sorry. He hasn't given that to me yet. And knowing him, he's probably already lost it.
We'll snoop. Do a little snooping.
Would you mind telling me what you were doing 3 days ago?
3 days ago. All day, or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually,
Well, were you in Austria in
why
all
are
black
you interested in
clothing,
this?
trying to
I was in
steal
Austria
stuff?
3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that, surprisingly, I believe is connected to this theft.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
So everybody
Yeah.
can get a hold of my father
We chat
except for me.
sometimes. About work.
About
Mostly.
work.
Okay.
Ask him.
Okay.
Sure.
Shacking up with
You're a
the-
regular sleuth, aren't you? Picking up other cases now?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the Hathorn house.
Yeah, let's see. I was home watching Jason cut the stump out of my front yard.
You hired Jason Danforth for that?
He's cheap. And he can't say no, because he needs the money.
There we go.
Plus, I kind of like watching him suffer a little.
Nah.
I wouldn't know why.
You know, I could use someone like you. A lawyer is always in need of a good private investigator. If your father would be okay with you working for someone else.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, when you solve this case, let's talk.
Wahoo! Do you know Lauren Holt?
Do you know Lauren Holt?
Owner of Luminous Infusions. Resident of the Hathorn Estate Carriage House.
So do you know her?
Absolutely. I represent her.
How's the case going?
Well, that's a bit of a confidentiality issue. But you are the daughter of a lawyer. So, without a will, there is no case. No one has been able to find it.
And without the will, the house goes to the state.
The law is the law. I can try to get a delay. But we've already delayed twice, and the state doesn't care that someone lives there. It's a tough world out there.
I spoke with Lauren. She mentioned you have a key.
A key?
To the Hathorn house.
It's the only copy. Don't lose it. Oh, and this really isn't supposed to be in your hands.
Yeah, you handed that over
If someone finds
real
you
quick.
with it, I might have to say you stole it.
I'll make sure to be discreet. Thanks.
Here to help, Nancy. Hey, next time, please knock before entering, okay?
Okay.
See you later.
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do.
Come on. Take a break. You need it.
Jason, I have had these protesters outside my window nonstop for days. I must deal with this situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it looks.
Yeah. Ooh, but I'm buying lunch.
You're buying? Really? With what?
Woo.
You gotta get over this, Dad. It's not good for you. It's not healthy.
What are you talking about?
You resent me.
I don't resent you, Jason. Miss Drew, please, come in.
I already did. I've been
We'll
standing
talk
here
later,
listening to your
okay?
family drama.
Oh, you have time for her, but not for me.
Please, Jason.
Hi, Jason Danforth.
It's Ted.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. You're visiting Salem, yeah? What do you think? Kind of a boring town beneath all the legends.
Jason, come on. We have a meeting.
Actually, it seems like there's a lot going on here.
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
I'm a taken lady.
I'm sorry, he's
Although Ned's found another woman,
trying
it
to figure
seems.
out what he wants to do with his life.
Same here.
Didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps.
Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway, let's get started.
Daisy.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
That information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it.
That's
I'll have
fair.
it taken care of.
Hey, Nance. How you doing? I'm okay. Maybe not really. I'd hate for you to leave your new girlfriend. I just need to keep my nerves calm. Every mystery can be solved and figure this out. I know you will. Just keep at it. Thanks, Ned. No problem. Take a random picture.
As you know, I want to...
That information isn't usually available to the
Yeah,
public.
just take your word. We're taken care of. So I can't ask him where he was the night of everything. Being a little sus boy. The alien is staring off into space. When do we want it? Whenever's convenient for you. I know you're a busy man. Finally arrived to solve our ghostly conundrums. What is this? We're trying to figure out what could have caused you to see a ghost. Maybe. An actual ghost. Is he always like this? Only on the good days. Here, you know. Bunch of shady bitches. Oh, so cute. Dude. I'm gonna go follow some leads. Good luck. Let us know if you need anything. Do you want some pancakes? Hot Bob Honka. Oh, it's connected to the museum. Okay.
You're back. Great. Let me guess. More questions?
Spooky how you could tell.
Though it harm none, do as thou wilt.
Okay.
I'm saying I guess it can't do any harm.
I've been going around asking everyone in town where they were on the night of the arson.
The night of the what?
Arson. At Hathorn House?
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about. Kidding, Nancy. Don't look so serious.
Bitch, we tripping.
I was here that night, doing my thing. I think there had to have been at least 20 people who can confirm that. It really stinks that Lauren is going to lose her home.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, of course.
So, I've heard
I know.
ghosts are haunting Salem.
Of course.
What a strange
I
person.
believe it.
How could I not when I've seen them with my own eyes?
Really?
She had
Can you
that hair dye
describe what
trend
you
before
saw?
it became popular.
Sure. It was dark, foggy. I was walking through the cemetery. Or was it the town square? I don't remember, but I do remember.
You know, my mom used to have a
ghost.
pink
No,
streak in her hair
multiple
back in her
ghosts.
youth.
Spirit.
She had a pink
And
skunk
did you
tail,
ever
she
see
called
any
it.
ghosts near Hathorn House?
As a matter of fact, I did. I told you that a coven of witches unleashed them on the town a few years back. They will not rest until they get their vengeance. Let me guess. You can't find proof of a living soul present at the house the night it burned. Maybe the culprit wasn't among the living?
That sounds even harder to prove.
Have you seen The Restless Souls of Salem, Nancy?
I've seen something, but I'm not
Seen
willing to
nothing.
just believe it's real. I need more.
Be careful. They'll still find you whether you believe in them or not. You might want to avoid the cemetery.
Days ago, were you doing any witch tours? It's about you, Tegan, and Lauren. Your kids. My puppy. My puppy.
3 days ago, were you doing any witch
Little puppy
tours?
snoot.
3 days ago? No, I was not.
Over here, so they can see your
Okay.
head. There you
You
go.
remember what you were doing?
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead. It was amazing. They used those glass cup things on my back. It was wicked crazy.
Oh. You have any receipts or...
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you my back, but I'm a quick healer. Witch powers. It looks like it never happened.
Yeah, witch powers.
You know, I had a flyer for the spa, but I threw it away this morning. Sorry, I know I'm not being helpful.
It's okay. You are. Thanks. It's about you, Tegan, and Lauren, when you were kids.
Why are you interested in this? We grew apart. It happens.
I found an old photo from back then. It had the name Coven on it. Look. Was it the one you talk about in your show?
You found this photo at Tegan's house? I didn't peg her as sentimental.
So was it the same one?
Well, yes. Same coven. We heard about it as kids, I guess. We were all into history and witches. We still are.
And yet you've never made up.
I don't get why you care.
Can't help it. It's a mystery, even if you all tell me it isn't. See you later. Hey there, girl. Can't tell if you're supposed to be cute or creepy.
That's what boys on Tinder would tell me.
Nancy, hey, how's the investigation going?
Pretty well. You know, it would really help if I could get May to talk to me.
She hasn't given her alibi yet.
No.
Come here.
And everyone seems to have one.
Come
except
here.
her.
Everyone?
Come here. I know you're chewing on
that it could
something
be
you
someone
shouldn't be.
from outside of
You're
town?
not being
a
slick.
visitor or something?
Absolutely. But statistically speaking, crime is rarely a random occurrence.
It's a mystery to me.
Ma'am.
You have anything you wanted to talk about?
3 nights ago. Photos tucked away. Let's see.
Where were you on the night
Out
of
the
the
gate.
fire?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie. Here, this is his number. You can ask him.
She just gave me her
Have you been dating Damien for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years, I think. I like him. I mean, I
A
really
couple
do.
years. I like
he
him.
listens to me. Yeah, he's
He's
good.
alright.
Was he with you the whole night?
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable of arson, if that's what you're suggesting.
You trust him?
Absolutely. 100%. Go ahead, call him. You'll see.
And I can call her boyfriend.
What's the history behind the Hathorn estate?
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorn was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many real estate holdings throughout New England. And when Judge Hathorn became a justice, he tried to expand those holdings. Much of the land that the Hathorn estate was built on was actually seized property from accused witches.
So awful. I think the land stealing part was even mentioned in Olivia's tour.
Didn't expect her to actually care about the history. At the time, no one made the connection, not even in court documents. But it happened.
Do you think the fire is somehow related to Salem's history with witches?
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture? Because that's how most witches died?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death. A couple more died in custody awaiting trial, and one, an elderly man who refused to testify, was pressed to death.
Pressed?
Yeah. They put a bunch of heavy stones on top of you, over a period of days.
That's horrible.
She did not know the weight until she felt the freedom. Scarlet Letter. Also a descendant of Judge Hathorn. Except Nathaniel Hawthorne was so horrified with his family's history that he added a W to change it.
Never guessed.
Wow. The focus on descendants isn't really something they teach you in school.
Yep. We think our world is so much more advanced now, but we have a hard time escaping our past.
Deirdre only mentioned it in passing, but you and Olivia used to be friends?
We were, and I guess it doesn't hurt to mention that Lauren was a part of our little group as well. But that was years ago.
So you don't get along now?
Things changed.
Did something happen?
I don't see why this is relevant. Aren't you supposed to be clearing my sister's name? She doesn't need more blame for things she didn't do.
What did she get the blame for before?
This town wants someone to blame for everything. She's different and gets singled out.
I want to know more about anyone who might have a motive for the fire. Maybe you can help if you know them, even as old friends.
I guess. Go on.
DM.
Talk to you later.
Alright, we're gonna need to go ahead and save. Can I like edit this? Oh! Wow. Yes. Okay. We're we're gonna go ahead and end this. I gotta put Puppy to bed, and then I gotta, like, get my shit together. But all in all, not a bad start. Sorry we couldn't do the one that we had planned and whatnot. It happens sometimes, though. It's an older game, so it was just going to be difficult to try and figure it out. But this is a good time. I think we'll keep going with this if there's an interest in it. So, thank you guys for popping by. On Friday, if you're interested, we're doing Choose Your Own Adventure House of Ashes. This will be the second run of it, and we're going to see if we can either keep everyone alive or be a total dickhead and see if we can kill everybody. So pop on by for that. It'll be a good time. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good evening.